Okay, question 4, Junior Cert Higher Level Maths 2025. 12 students sit class tests in art and business on Monday. The students marked in both subjects are shown below. Okay, that's grand. So there are the numbers. So this is a stem and leaf plot. So they want you to fill in this first. Complete the back-to-back. So the back-to-back means you fill in each of the two tables separately. So let me just go back up and get all the numbers right. So art, okay, start with the 30s. So I'm going to tick these off as I go. Right, so there's one there, 34 and 37. Okay, so that's my 4 and that's my 7. Okay, next one, is there any more 30s? No, there's 40. 46 and 49 and 47. So 46, 47, 49. So that's 46, 47 and 49. Sorry, there's two 47s. My mistake. So I need to add the extra 47 and then I've got the 9. Okay. Next we have 50s. So I've got a 50, a 51, a 52 and a 54. 50, 51, 52 and a 54. And do I have anything else there? 50, 51, 52, 54. Okay, that's fine. Next one is 62. So there's a 2 there. And then last one then is 71. Okay, so that's that one. Now we go over to this one. So business. The lowest number appears to be a 50. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. So we're going to 50, straight to 50s. So the lowest number is 52, followed by 53, followed by 54, and then I've got two 59s. So 52, 53, 53, that's a 3 there, sorry. 54, 59, I've got two of those, okay. And then I'm done with that. So the first 60 then is 64, 65, 66, two 67s, a 68 and a 69. So I have got 64 to start, 65, 66, two 67s, 68 and a 69. Whoops, that's a 9. Okay, so now there's 3 by 4. There should be 12 numbers in both of these. So 2 and 4 is 6, and 4 is 10, and 2 more is 12. So that's fine. I've got 5 here and 7 here, so they both have 12. So we filled in that. So that's that answered. Right, based on the shape of the stem and leaf graph, write a sentence to compare the students in art and in business. You should refer to how well the students did on average and to how well students did on average and to the spread and to how spread out the marks are. Okay, so for art, okay, so you can see here with the business students, most they got 50 or higher. Okay, in fact most of them got in the 60s. Okay, so they did better as a group. On average they got between 50 and 60, low 50s and 60s, but essentially if I did the median, they're not asking me directly about the median, but the median is around here. So the median mark here is about 64 and a half or 60, 65, we'll say. Okay, here the median is more in the high 40s or low 50s. Okay, so that's something to say. The spread, well, let's see. I'm going to do the spread first. So the spread of marks in art was, so the spread here is the highest one was 71 and the lowest one was 34. Okay, so 4 from 11 is 7. 37, right? So big spread of marks was 37 marks. Whereas the spread in business was, let's have a look at it, 69 take away 52. So the spread there was only 17, was 17 marks. Okay, so they're closer together in performance for business, obviously, right? In terms of the mean on average, so will I calculate the mean here? Do they want me to do that? They're not saying it. Could I use the median, or do I actually have to go to the trouble of calculating the mean? Let's just have a look at the next question and see whether or not I have to calculate it anyway. Work out the range for the marks. Okay, I've just done that. I got 69 minus 52, which was 17. The range does not change. And what's down here at the bottom? The mean mark. So I will have to calculate the mean here in a minute. So maybe I should go to the trouble of calculating the mean. So I need to add up all the numbers and then divide by 12 in both cases. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do that. So I can add that down below. It's 50. The average in art was 50 marks, whereas the average in business was 61.91 marks, would say. All right, so that's that. Work out the range of marks for business. I've just done that. Okay, make sure I got that right. I did, yeah. 17. Let's take one away from the other. Michael is one of the 12 students. He sits the business test again and gets a higher mark than the first time he took the test. Okay, when the teacher uses Michael's new mark and works out the range, he gets a higher mark. The range does not change. Okay, well, just to take an example, right? He gets a new mark, but the range doesn't change. So basically, Michael didn't get the lowest. Michael's new score was not either the lowest or highest. So the range didn't change. So in other words, it was somewhere in between. Okay, didn't change. Okay, so that's really all you have to say there. You don't have to come up with the numbers. It doesn't change because Michael's wasn't at the highest grade, didn't get higher than the current highest, or didn't get lower than the current lowest. All right, so that's D. Next part, a 13th student was absent for the two tests on Monday. He sits the test the following day. When his mark is included, the mean mark increases from 51. Sorry, from 50 to 51. So we've already calculated that was 51. Okay. So he's now a 13th student. Okay. So the previous one was 600. For 12 students, this is the way it was. 12 students. We got a total of 600 and we divided that by 12, we got 50. So now it's 13 students and we don't know what this number is any longer, but when we divide it by 13, well, sorry, we do know that it's 600 plus something, and we get an answer of 51. Okay, so based on that, if I multiply this, so x is equal to 13 multiplied by 51. So that is 13 multiplied by 51 is 663. 663. So Ajani's mark was 663 minus 600, which was the previous number, is 63. So that's what Ajani got. Okay, so that's the answer there, 63 marks. Okay, so all I needed to do was work out the new total and then using the old total of 600, take away the 600 from 660. Sorry, take 600 away from 663. That's Jani's mark. Okay, so that's my answer. And that's it for question 4.